Okay students, so in this video we will talk about profit maximization as a goal of a business firm. There may be many other goals also, and in coming videos we will talk about those goals too. But here in this video we will talk about only profit maximization. Our traditional economists, they kept on believing that profit maximization is the only goal of any business firm. Later on, many other economists introduced many other goals also, like Baumol and Williamson's, etc. But today we will focus only on profit maximization as a goal of business organization. There are some assumptions upon which this analysis depends upon. So here are some points we will be discussing today. First point here is the entrepreneur is also owner of the firm. If a person is owner of that firm and he is taking all the decisions here as entrepreneur or as a senior manager, then profit maximization will be the goal. If the owner is not taking all the decisions related to a business, a firm, like sometimes our shareholders are the real owners and the person who is taking decision is our senior manager, in that case profit maximization may not be the goal of business firm. So it is necessary that the owner of the firm should be also entrepreneur or senior manager who is taking the decisions. Second point here is firm has a single goal. When we keep our goal as profit maximization, we cannot combine this or we cannot club this goal with any other goal, because we have to take all the decisions in such a way that our profit should be maximum. If there is any other way remaining or any other types of decisions are there which were not taken, and by taking those decisions we could increase our profit, it means we are not doing profit maximization. When we are doing profit maximization, it means above this profit is not possible. So that's why we have to take all the decisions keeping in mind the profit maximization only. So we cannot club this objective with any other objective. Next point is the goal is attained by marginal principle. What is marginal principle? A separate detailed video is also available. You can check that video also. Otherwise, I will summarizing here too. Suppose profit maximization will happen if we produce exactly 283 units of that commodity, suppose. So 283, how we people will come to know about that level where profit will be maximum? We have to do all the calculations by changing our output by 1 unit every time. So we will be taking decision for next one commodity should be produced or not with the help of marginal cost and marginal revenue. In this way we will be taking the decisions. If marginal principle is not used by any firm, suppose incrementalism or incremental analysis is used by any firm, then the profit maximization level of output cannot be find out. So this is also one you can say essential thing for doing profit maximization. Next is full knowledge of market is available to entrepreneur. As we have to take the decision in such a way that profit should be maximum, so before taking the decisions all the information is required and we believe that information is available. Next is no fear of uncertainties there in business. We take our decisions as managers in such a way that everything is certain and we know what will happen in coming future. We believe in that. If there is uncertainty and we believe that there is uncertainty, in that case profit maximization and decisions regarding profit maximizations are not actually possible. So we believe that there is certainty, means we have all the information not only about the present situation but also about the future situation. So there is no uncertainty. Next point is entry is actual entry only, which cannot take place in short run. Okay, sometimes some firms they are not maximizing their profit, because if they will maximize the profit, then other firms may be attracted and these firms may enter in the market and a new competitor will be there. It will create uncertainty also, because market share will decrease for this firm. Many things will happen. So to avoid this type of entry, sometimes some firms they will take decisions about the potential entry. Potential entry is entry means fear of entry, you can say. If there is any fear of entry, then only this is the situation when firms will be ready to sacrifice the maximum profit because they don't want new competition there. So in that case they will means avoid profit maximization. But here we believe that once this entry happened and new data and new equations we have to deal with, and then again we will take our decisions for profit maximization again, means actual entry will happen, then only we will consider it. We will not consider any fear of entry or any potential entry when we are doing this profit maximization. Next is profit maximization in short run means profit maximization in long run also. We believe that if we want to maximize profit in long run, then we should try to maximize profit in short run according to this profit maximization goal. But actually what happens, sometimes we have to sacrifice a good profit or more profit in short run so that we can have more profit in long run. Sometimes to build our good reputation or to grab the consumers, customers, sometimes we keep our price low, sometimes we give a good quality to the consumers, because we try to maximize profit in long run and we sacrifice our profit in short run. Sometimes it happens. But according to this analysis, according to these classical economists who believe in profit maximization is only goal of a business firm, according to them, profit maximization in short run means profit maximization in long run. So these are some points. Okay, next, why profit maximization? We believe that profit maximization is not the only goal of any business firm, means there may be other goals also, but still we can say that profit maximization is a very strong, you can say, goal, means we cannot even avoid this. So here we will discuss why profit maximization. So first point is, it is essential for survival of the firm. Yes. If our farms are not being run by the government and through the budgetary provisions, if we are not getting money, then obviously a firm need to survive in the market, and that depends upon the profit. Next is prediction of profit is more accurate than any other goal. If we want to build good image of our firm, how will we calculate it? That is quite difficult. But prediction of profit is even more accurate. It is possible. Next, it depends upon quantitative facts. So quantities we can calculate, so we can even predict better. This is also a positive point in favor of profit maximization. Next is proper explanation can be made for profit. So it is very easy to explain why profit rather than any other goal like sales maximization or satisfaction of all the groups who are associated with that firm. So there may be many goals, but still proper explanation can be made for profit maximization. Next point is more simple and strong motive for firm. Definitely this is very simple. Simply we can explain why profit, and obviously this is a strong motive for a firm. So here are some conditions for profit maximization. Actually these are the conditions which will be used in chapter of markets also. Any type of market is there, and you have to find out that level of output where profit will be maximum. So we will follow these two conditions. This is first order condition, which is also called necessary condition, and this is second order condition. This is called supplementary condition. So first order condition is marginal cost should be equal to marginal revenue, and second order condition you can write it like this: slope of marginal cost should be greater than slope of marginal revenue, or in other words you can write it like this also: marginal cost curve cuts marginal revenue curve from below. So either you can write this or you can write this. So these are first order condition and second order condition of profit maximization. Here are some criticism of profit maximization as a goal of business firm. First one is empirical evidences. Many economists, when they visited various business firms, they came to know that the decision makers, the producers, they even don't know about marginal concepts like marginal revenue and marginal cost. Most of the time they use average concepts only. Hall and Hitch, two economists, were there. They visited many firms and they concluded that profit maximization is not possible because marginalism is not applicable in these firms because of various reasons. Second point is no perfect knowledge. So as we discussed that in assumptions we have seen that perfect knowledge is required to get profit maximization, and perfect knowledge is not available. So this is also one problem. Next is uncertainty. Sometimes we avoid profit maximization to avoid the uncertainties, but we assumed that there is always certainty. So this is also one criticism, that we live in a world which is full of uncertainties. We don't know what will happen in coming time in a business world, or that's why we cannot adopt profit maximization as a goal of a business firm. Next is no continuous information. As we have to take decisions by using marginal principle, so for production of any particular level of output we need to collect information continuously. We have to calculate the things like marginal cost and marginal revenue. So this continuous information is not available actually, and if we try to get this information we have to pay very high price. So sometimes it is not available even, and sometimes it is very costly. So that is why these producers do not go for profit maximization. Next point is entrepreneur is not owner. When a small business firm is there, only then it is possible that the owner is taking all the decisions, and the owner and entrepreneur both are same person. But usually we see that in case of very big business firms, owners are the shareholders, and the person who is taking decisions about the production and everything is the manager or entrepreneur, and he is more interested in his own interest than the profit maximization. Sixth point here is short run may independent of long run. Sometimes it is possible that we are not making maximum profit in short run, but we are making maximum and very good profit in long run. So sometimes sacrifice of profit in short run may result in maximization of profit in long run. So short run is most of the time independent of long run. So profit maximization in short run doesn't mean profit maximization in long run. So these are the points. And depending upon these points, we can say that profit maximization is not so easy, and we can't say that always this is the only goal of business firm.